On who?
Rallos.
Rallos.
Sure. I know how to spell that. And I also totally hear that. Sure, yeah. Biko can hear, so yes.
It's the reason I have the tattoo.
Gotcha, okay.
Okay, then bye, Biko. We need to talk about this.
Library.
Hold on until we're outside.
As we're walking around the city.
Yes.
Okay.
And obviously we're going to be discussing whatever.
You're going with sword with Dreyer to
follow the tracer.
yes.
I imagine we'll pass by the bazaar at some point during that whole thing. But
Yes, because I told you east, right? East of town.
Catch.
You just told me it was directed towards town.
Yeah, and then once you were in the town, I told you east. So yeah.
we also might need to go to the Purple Vanguard. Anyways, when we're in the shopping area, I would like to find a crystal vial, worth somewhere around the price of 400 gold pieces.
Just,
give or take.
A rough estimate.
You find one from $3.99.
No.
Will that still work for the component? If I were to go in the future and sell it for 400,
yes.
I paid 400.
While you're at the bazaar, though, up to 2 perception checks, please.
Can I just out of general
Wait,
paranoia?
I would be very...
Yeah. So you probably won. You're in the library. You're not there.
Well, out of general paranoia, just in the library, I want to make sure I'm not being watched.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and make.
I thought about it when I walked away,
Yeah.
but this is good timing.
Well, wait, aren't
I
you
could,
doing one?
Yeah, let me do it.
And then I was going to do the other one, because I'm very... 21.
Nice.
17.
All right. So as they're walking around and he's shopping around, you kind of are on the lookout and you're trying to follow this tracer. You notice there's like a sort of a mini poster board, and one poster catches your eye, and it says. Information wanted in regard to an individual known as the Merchant.
How far
Suspected
is it?
to have been poisoning civilians.
Oh. We've never done that.
Possible associates cited in Greycrest.
Man, that's odd.
How far is it from us?
The what?
The poster.
The poster? No, you're just in the bazaar and you see it on like one of the sides of the stalls, and it's right there.
Because we decided I was from Greycrest, right? Or is that?
You met them in Greycrest.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Greycrest was there where.
I
whole
point this.
shindig
I
happened.
assume that Varys is next to me because he said he would help, and I point this out, and I'm like, "Hey, we were in Greycrest."
Yeah, you did.
Oh, Soulcrest. That was the one.
Soulcrest is where you are.
Soulcrest, yeah. I point this out to Varys, and I'm like, "Hey,
400.
we were in Greycrest.
400.
Would you? Is there a reason it would? Just because it was Greycrest, or did it just catch
Is
my
it their
eye?
picture on the poster, or?
It's like this. Yeah, it's like this shadowy hooded figure, and without like a face to it, and it's just like hooded, and it's just not even a headshot. It's like a full silhouette, and that's why it really catches your eye, because there's very minimal information, but it seems to carry like so much weight to it. Like this guy has like poisoned somebody or like done like this shady shit.
I pointed out to Varys because I'm like, hey, we just came from there. Did you like see this guy? I know y'all run into a lot of weird things.
Nonchalantly, as we're continuing walking, Varys goes, "Oh yeah, that was us." You see, what happened was...
Wait, what are you talking about, Varys?
FBI agents secure primary target with bear.
One says, "Oh, that was not me."
Well, Caitlin, you don't remember when
Varys, in case you haven't realized, we just got here. We can't be poisoning people in the city.
No, we didn't
Well, it was
poison
in
him, remember?
Greycrest.
And you see, You see, this guy asked for it, and he framed us.
So he asked
It
to
wasn't
get
us.
poisoned.
Yes, he asked for his mother-in-law. to be po-
hey. Do you
I'm
think
glad
we
we
should be yelling about
Yeah,
this?
we should talk about this
In the
outside the
street?
city, but I'll explain.
think
As
you
they're
should
fucking
talk
shouting
about
in the
this
Grand
outside
Bazaar.
So wait, so the suspected poisoning is like
Was
if
in
there's not
Greycrest.
more here. It's like it's all from Greycrest, or there's someone
Or is
here.
No,
as
the poster
well.
makes it out like this guy, this merchant individual, is being wanted more globally. But it says as like the incident in Greycrest was like a possible sighting of his associates or
Okay.
even him.
That's
Well,
what I thought I understood.
Yes.
Oh.
Just making sure.
Oh, we're fine.
So, I mean, we can discuss this outside the city, but you know, the whole Greycrest thing, that was.
Yeah.
We're not
Well-
associated with him.
Okay.
I think there's a twisting of tails.
Uh-huh.
A guy wanted to be sick and not deal with his mother-in-law, so we
Naturally.
gave
You're just
him-
like looking at Bloom.
Bloom wasn't there for that.
Exactly. That's why she's looking at Bloom.
Bloom's just shrugged. She's like,
And so we gave him bad food to make him sick, and then we gave him a little bit of poison to, just kind of make sure he was sick for like, a day or two.
So you poisoned him?
No, we gave him a vial of poison that
So
he
that
could
he-
use for himself. And apparently he went and murdered his mother-in-law. Yeah, it wasn't us though. We didn't mean for that to happen.
I also shot an arrow through a window, but that was at a later time.
But anyways, it was a big misunderstanding.
Yeah, I bet it was. Okay.
Okay, so
Do I believe the poster is in association with them? Does it look like Varys?
No. The figure does not.
He doesn't
seem
look
to
as
be.
stunning or
Well,
Again,
and
it
so I
was kind of
put-
divided. Like
yeah.
they're
It
not
looked
sure
like
if this
it
was the
could
guy
be
there
like 8.
because it seemed to be
wow,
like
that's not well-
referred to
yeah.
a group of associates rather than just one person. But the poster itself is for that person, the merchant.
Okay. I'm not quite sure what that poster was about, but y'all are an interesting bunch of people.
Very true.
And I've
That ain't
traveled
the first
a lot.
time I heard that.
Is the storm stuff still going
Yeah.
on?
Still raining.
Oh,
Am
is
I
there-
feeling
is there a fireplace in the
any
library?
Rawless connections yet?
I want to be there.
Is there what?
Am I feeling any Rawless connections yet?
Yeah.
Like, what is your question? Like, Rawless is causing this?
If it has anything to do, is it like a sign? Is he causing it? Does he have a hand in any of this?
Let's do another Arcana Insight.
Arcana Insight?
Yeah.
18.
No, in fact, this seems to be very much out of hand of magic.
Okay.
And by that I mean it's not natural, but it's not magical.
But is it divine?
It's not divine. Yeah, I guess that would be a better way of saying it.
Okay.
It's not natural and it's not divine.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, you were saying something?
Oh,
What were you
I
gonna
was
say?
gonna say, as we move through the bazaar, is there any direction that the tracer is going?
Yeah,
Or is it
just
still
east, more east, yeah.
Okay.
If we still have time and if we find your person, do we want to try to go to the purple Vanguard guy?
well,
If we have time?
Doxius, they said that Doxius is like the strongest mage in the city.
Right, but
Yeah.
it's more of if he's had contact with Belgrim. I think is
And who is Belgrim again?
some. You know this Rob guy that we're talking about?
Uh-huh.
He wants this staff, right?
Okay.
And the staff was broken into 2 pieces. Well,
Why'd
he's
that
got.
happen?
I don't really know, but so he's got one half, but then the other half this Belgrim guy has. And this was all done before I ever joined the group, but I think we were responsible. I think you guys were responsible for it. But anyways,
It wasn't my fault. I defended the party valiantly. I definitely did not run from that fight.
Kaylin glares at you.
I know there's no passive insight, but I'm passively inciting that that's BS.
It's
Oh man, quote of the night.
was it?
I'm just
So
gonna start a notebook.
yeah, but Belgrim is the last one that had the other half of the staff, and he was Purple Vanguard. And we've been looking for him too.
Okay, it's getting kind of close to like the end of the night, so
I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, no,
I
we're
gotta
gonna keep following your guy. I just said if we had time afterwards.
yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
idea. Ready? Let's go.
And DM has stepped away.
This is officially my book of quotes from now on.
Oh, cute.
Oh, look at all the quotes.
There's no quotes in here yet. Don't read any of this shit.
Oh,
Jägermeister, the official
Please
sponsor of the
enter your
NHL.
quote into here.
left page or right page?
Sign and date, right page.
Right page.
All right, yeah.
We want to keep following the tracer.
The tracer. All right. So yeah, you continue following it east, and you're very adept. While they're not, might be like questioning you, like, where the hell are you going? Like, how are you? What are you following here? But you continue on your way, and you focus. And as you get closer, it becomes stronger, and eventually you find yourself at the doorstep of a tavern.
What's the tavern called?
The tavern is called Leo Inn.
Leo
Real?
in?
Leo Inn.
Oh, I thought you said real.
Leo?
Haha, that's
Wait.
clever. I like it.
Leoinn.
You
I like that a
like
lot.
a paladin?
You get inspiration for that one.
Thank you.
All right, guys, something's in here, so I step inside.
All right, you step in, and it seems to be like a normal inn. You spot a few of the Shen sitting around, and you spot a Shen barkeep behind the
Okay,
bar.
so I approach the bar.
Well, hello there, Dark Elf. How can I help you?
I'm not a dark elf. I'm a Heian, but that's besides.
Oh, I have not heard of you.
Yeah, a lot
interesting.
of people haven't, but here I
Are you sure it's just not a dissociation
am. I'm sure.
principle? You seem very close to your morals. Okay, well, never mind. How can I help you?
Does the name Aramil Galanodo ring a bell to you?
Well, yes, I believe he stayed here a couple of months ago.
Was it years or months?
Months, yeah. Sorry, there's a lot of people that come through here.
How long did he stay here?
He stayed actually for quite a bit. I believe a couple of weeks. He went in and out, but he rented a room for a month.
Did he say why he was in town?
Let's see here. What was it? He was definitely looking for something, but I don't think it was here in this town, which is ultimately why he left. But I can't recall. There's many people that come around here, as you.
Did he mention who he spoke to or saw during his time here?
I believe he had some contacts here, using them mostly for information, but I believe he was mostly going out of town on whatever he was pursuing.
Were they magic users, do you know? Or
I
just...
don't know, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, thank
It's been a
you.
while.
It's been a while. Been a while. Since you've been gone.
Do you know, did he say where he was heading next?
No, no.
Does
By the way, your tracer
I was
is
about to-
like pointing straight up
like, is there an
to
upstairs?
the second floor.
Okay, well, thank you. Can I start heading upstairs?
Sure.
Okay, I head upstairs.
Yeah, you head upstairs and follow the tracer around on the second floor. It points you to the door of one of the rooms.
I knock on it.
A Shen opens the door. Yeah, can I help you?
He's sleeping at 7 p.m.?
He's a cat.
It's a cat now.
Do you ask him that?
No, I was curious. Do the Shen lights? just saying.
Maybe he works night shift. I guess he'd be waking up.
Oh, sorry for disturbing you. Where is the tracer when I'm talking?
Past him.
Is there any, like, just into the room? Can I sense,
He's blocking most of the view. He's like in the door and Shen are quite big.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry for disturbing you. I wanted to know how long you're staying in this room.
I have it for the night.
Okay, that's good information. Thank you.
Okay then.
To go inside?
I mean, I would, but I feel that would be rude,
What?
especially
Who are you? What?
Kaylin is going to cast Charm Person. Wisdom saving throw enchantment.
It was 15 or 16?
Yes.
He saves.
Okay.
What are you doing here?
We're just trying to get some information. We think there might be something in your room.
Can I persuade him? Can I please just look in your room just for a second? A very dear friend of mine stayed in this room, and I think he might have left me a clue.
Persuading check. At disadvantage because your friend just tried to charm him.
Bloom, why are we here?
Damn it. 13.
Just you made a promise.
Ow.
He says, what's it to you?
I came from a really bad place, and he saved me and my mother, and it would mean a lot to me.
How a lot?
Are you asking for a bribe?
I don't think it's a bribe. Just a concession for my troubles.
10 gold.
Aren't you a Shen?
Very well.
I hand over 10
The
gold.
Shen gotta survive too.
If he's a Shen, give him cat hair.
Do you actually
Cat hair.
say that?
Okay.
A ball of yarn.
He's at the library.
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
He's at the library.
Yeah. All right, so you give him 10 gold, and he's as soon as he picks it up, he just steps out of the way and starts counting.
Okay, I go into the room.
It's
What do I find?
All right, so it seems to be pointing directly at the table.
What does the table look like?
It looks kind of like a desk, just standing by the bed. But as you approach it, it seems like an ordinary table. Go ahead and make a persuasion or a perception check.
On the table. Persuasion. It's a mimic.
I persuade. I
23.
compel you to speak, table.
23.
20. Very nice. Yeah, you kind of
I'm very eager.
you examine.
for this.
Yeah, no, you examine it very closely. You've been following this trail for, like you said, months, and you don't notice anything on it, but something catches your eye. There seems to be these pattern markings, and as you take a closer look, it appears to be almost like a map. And you piece it together, and it's another marker that's leading you directly into the center of the Orclands.
Okay, will I remember the map? Like what kind of map?
It's
is
another
it?
tracer, so essentially it's going to ping you in a direction. But
Okay.
the map seems to have like an X in the middle of Orc.
Is there just the middle? No other like landmark?
Not a dry. It's pretty crudely drawn, like carved in there. Very not even very deep, just very surface. But you're able to notice it barely.
Okay.
But the marker will guide you in the direction. Like as soon as it's almost like in video games, you have an arrow over the
Force.
head. Yeah,
It's
you're
the
like
Force.
yeah.
All right. So whenever we pass the Shen, I mini bow. Thank you for your time, sir.
Yeah.
And I leave. I'm like, okay, guys. Well, I have a map now to the middle of the Orcland, which is where? I can't remember.
Which is
Like, far
roughly
Here-ish?
no. So
How many
you guys
minutes
are
got?
here.
How many
This
minutes got?
You're like I'm pointing to it.
How many minutes got?
That's not even the map.
As
Alright,
our
so it's
viewers
behind this
cannot
thing right
see.
here. There's like a circle of mountains
Because
here. and
it's
It's
being
like
a
right
dumbass.
here in the center. Let me
Okay.
put it out of the way,
Right there.
and you'll be able to see it.
We're right here.
Would you mind pinging this for our viewers if it's possible?
Oh!
So it's between like the wing looking thing of the
The Dragon Mountain?
It's the armpit of the Dragon Mountains.
He said it's back here, so it would be.
Right in the center here.
Nice.
Oh,
here?
okay. So like
And that lake.
Right where you were pointing at.
So the heart of the Dragon Mountains.
Right in the middle, yeah.
Cool. Great. I love mountains and walking through them on foot.
Hey, you're not here.
The heart of the Dragon
You're right.
Mountains.
I'm reading.
Are there real
For
dragons
us.
in the Dragon Mountains?
Hmm?
Are there real dragons in the Dragon Mountains?
I don't know.
I haven't been in the Dragon Mountains, just along the coast.
Were there
I
Go ahead.
So
Oh, I guess we're leaving the tavern.
I guess this prompts the question: should we? I mean, I hate to put us in this situation, but should we go to Penrose Tower first, or what should we do first?
If how
Dreyer?
how close are we to the edge of town right now?
Pretty close actually. You went this way when you were going east.
I would actually like to leave town because I need to cast a spell that might not go well.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's my
Another portal? Are you
Cause-
serious?
She's using unstable magic, I think.
Well, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to contact the mage that that captured the orcs.
Well, Caitlin, I trust you.
It sounds worth it to me.
Let's leave town for a bit, cast this magic, and then why don't we make a plan if we're going to go to Penrose Tower or if we're going to go to the middle of this orc encampment?
I mean, we just promised Doxia that we were gonna help them, so
I know, but we promised our friend Dreyer here also we would.
Well, I mean, I feel like we promised each other a lot of things. We promised Kaylin we'd go see her parents. Promised that we would go find out where I'm supposed to be from.
Promise we'd get this book back.
You don't know where you're from?
I don't remember.
You know, as long as we're all together, I feel like our promises will come true.
I think
I just think this is more pressing.
they're not
Other than
stars.
I agree. If I can't use my magic and we go to the orc camp, what am I gonna do? We're in the middle of an orc camp.
The heart of the orcs, even.
But I feel like we're all stars in my mind.
He's your leader?
We ignore Varys. We ignore
I
Varys.
question
Eliora
that
is
every
his-
day.
Eliora. Hi.
Oh, yeah. She didn't stay with
yeah, she
Pico
stayed
in
with Pico?
research?
No.
Okay.
Wow.
I would
Laura?
have accepted that.
She's
too.
getting attached to us.
This is new for us viewers.
I'm sorry, but
The one
I
time
keep
would have
forgetting
accepted
that you're with us. What do you think about all of this?
Are you still gonna go with us? Now that the Greyhawk mission or the thingy is done, Blackhawk
Blackhawk?
mission is done.
The Blackhawk
Or are you
mission?
going to be like a Drogar?
Can you confirm
know that middle area,
whether or
right?
not we are
Yeah.
they're looking for Zora's weapon now that we did the favor?
Tanya. As far as Tanya
Friend
promised
passed away.
you guys, and I find Tanya to be a fairly good friend of mine, and I trust her.
Okay.
Do you plan on, now that we're done with that mission for the Blackhawks, do you plan on leaving us, or are you staying with us for longer?
I think your cause is just, and I want to sort of, I guess, repent for my associates and help you in any way I can. And I think also I'm quite seduced by the possibility of learning a bit more about Xenia.
I respect that. Well, thank you. By the way, in the future, if we're fighting something, can you not stand like right in between me and the thing we're fighting?
Well, I kind of have to kill it too, right?
I know, but listen.
Well, why don't you next time you don't cast any area of effect spells that
Ladies,
also
that's
drop me from
beside
the second
the
floor
fact.
of
Hold
a
on.
half-crippled
Listen,
tower as it is?
I was about to cast something
But I-
today, but you were in the way, so I stopped myself. So
But
I'm learning
Well,
self-control.
thank you for not freaking shooting me
Can
in
you
the back.
just not get in my way though in the future? Thanks.
I'll do my best.
I would say we should probably go to Penrose Tower because, like I said, our most of us use magic, and if we can't use magic when we go to the Orklands, because I know you have a brother that's missing,
Yes, I do.
and you have some vengeance to repay.
Some gather side.
Some gather side.
Varys breathes the most obnoxious sigh of relief. I was worried I was going to have to choose. I mean,
Between what?
Get
exactly?
inspiration, Varys.
Orcs and...
Orcs and hoes.
You're reading.
He's in character.
I didn't
Gotta
know
get some orcs and hoes.
It's, So, how are we going to get to Penrose Tower?
Well, it's either
Well,
teleportation or the boat.
Let's see if Kaylin can contact. I think her name is Minnie first.
I thought we were walking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys are
so-
walking, and by this time you're on the outskirts of town.
I hurried to get beside Kaylin, and I tap on her shoulder and I say, "Hey, thank you," because I was just gonna buy the room for tomorrow and search the room, but now we know the answer now.
Well, I seemed important to get that information now because I wasn't sure how long we would be here.
So I do two things before she casts her spell.
Okay.
Yeah, how can we help her?
The first thing I do is cast guidance on her. I
Okay.
touch her shoulder. It's a divination spell.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
So I put my hand on her shoulder and say, may Lunatari or Relis or whoever guide you. And then,
What about
that is very
Adeline?
spiritual.
What about Adeline?
oh, or Adeline. She falls under whoever. Anyways, yeah.
Severus.
Yeah, or that person.
So many
And then I don't think they exist anymore, but yeah, in case they do. And then the next thing I do, in case the portal does open up because it happened earlier, I'm gonna grab a bunch. Like I'm gonna start pulling up a bunch of grass or finding like a bunch of dead plants and just grab a handful to be ready to throw into the portal if one opens up. Like what happened earlier.
God.
That made the portal disappear. So.
As Donna's doing this, I'm just going to kind of give her the up and down, and then I'm just going to start petting Ted.
Oh, all right then.
Do I notice this? Because I don't know.
Yeah, he's not very subtle about it.
And then if the portal opens,
I kind of give a
pull the
look
tree
and I'm
into
like, oh, okay.
hide and organic.
All right, Kaylin, what is the spell, or what are you doing?
But I'm not
I am trying to cast sending on the white robe.
Can I see
mage.
the spell, and also I need a D100.
On who? Or to who?
The white robed mage, who we are assuming is
Gotcha.
Minnie.
Do you want
That
to
was what we
use it?
deduced.
I thought you had to know.
I'm doing okay with these. No, I don't have to know location.
That's, no, you just need another person.
Oh.
Um,
I don't know. I'm thinking of.
Do you still have a short piece of fine copper wire?
Yeah, I've had it from. I mean, it's not used.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's not consumed.
but also if it's a, she just needs a focus, right?
Or yeah.
As long as it doesn't cost money.
I was about to say, or consumed by the spell.
To descend into
A focus
Avernus,
or a
I don't have
component
focus, but I've
pouch.
just been casting spells because they got taken from
Do you have a component pouch?
Wait, can one
me.
of
Now
us
sorcerers
help her?
use focus.
Well,
with the
I gave
pouch.
You gave her
her,
guidance.
I gave her
Yes.
guidance,
But
which
this
I
I
guess.
use a component.
Well,
pouch.
it adds a D4 to
Whoops.
your roll.
Really? Did you get a D4?
Yeah, she has a
Does
D4 to.
does it help in this part?
The D100? Does it help with the D100?
No.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
this suspense is killing me.
Oh my god.
I don't want to.
Okay.
Though. 30.
Damn.
Spell fails.
Damn it.
Does anything else happen?
Nope.
Try it again. Try it again.
How many more of these? This is a 3rd level spell. How many more do I have?
Varys keeps
I
petting
got
Ted.
4th and 5th level spells.
I'm going to try upcasting it.
I'm gonna cast guidance on her again. Each time she tries.
How many
Can you
hours
try,
have y'all
please
been
guide
doing
me?
all this? Like shopping and all this, tavern,
82.
Probably like 2.
a few hours. Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to rule that you're not familiar enough with the target to pinpoint the location to send the spell.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Kaylin, how's everything going?